Okay, so another little thing just came up this morning, and it's on looking like a lot of what's come up for me lately with all this kind of really letting go and going within. I've highlighted a few things that might be helpful for others. Because of somebody that I'm coaching at the moment, this has come up. So, and I've had this in the past. I just feel I've moved through it because it's come up again for me. I felt important to share. So, and I've had this conversation kind of twice today as well about love avoidant and love addict. So a lot of the time I find that people on this journey, they fall very quickly for people. So even if they know they've got this like connection, when trying to move on, it's very much like, oh my God, this is, it's almost like as soon as a new person or connection comes into their life, instantly it's all about that person. It's like complete loss of self, chasing after this other person energetically, and that's like a repellent energy, so that's why a lot of it never happens. But really it's just like a fear of intimacy. So if you're fearful of being intimate or vulnerable with somebody, then you'll tend to be attracted to people that are not really available for you as a like cover, or you'll be attracted, or you're not, or if people are really fully available, then you won't be attracted, or you'll be terrified and you'll kind of need to back off. It's just the way the energies fit together, but really both have the same core issue, that they're afraid of intimacy and vulnerability. It's just one is leaning back and one is pushing forwards to kind of stay in control. So just a little note to be wary of, because I do feel that's a real thing, is a lot of the time people kind of fall into these things very quickly, think of it as something big, and kind of completely lose themselves in this kind of obsession with this new person. And then when they realise that actually it isn't as strong a connection as what they thought, or it doesn't work out for whatever reason, then the pull comes back to your twin, your strongest connection, and you feel very down and depressed. Well, the reason for that is because your twin flame and those very strong connections are showing you your connection to yourself. They are within. Your twin is showing you your connection within. That's the difference between those connections and soulmate connections. Soulmate connections is about how you interact with each other. The twin flame journey and connection is about how you connect with yourself. So they are not showing you any kind of like, they're showing you yourself. And so when you try and sort of fall into these obsessive traps, and then you get the pull really hard and you feel really down, it's because they are showing you, your twin is showing you how you were looking outside of yourself the whole time. It's kind of about, if you have a connection to somebody, then being like, oh, cool, like that, might be something to explore, and then just going on your merry little way and focusing on yourself. But what I find a lot of people on this journey do, because of the patterns and the programs, it's like, oh my God, someone new, they might be the one. And instantly, all the energy goes into them and off self. And that's why you feel the pull all of a sudden back to your twin, because they're showing you how you've lost the connection to yourself. So that's really, this journey is all about inner wholeness and just focusing on self above all and above everything. Obviously it's about sharing and giving and intimacy and vulnerability, but it all starts within self. That's why I think this shift that we've been going through is actually super healthy, with the not really caring anymore. And because at the end of the day, we should only really kind of book our heads up when they're there offering themselves. Otherwise, we're basically showing how we've lost the connection to ourselves, and really how we're avoiding true intimacy, because we're kind of chasing after people that are not reciprocating. So it really is just about bringing that energy within. And where are you losing that energy? Where are you looking outside of yourself? And I think this is why we've had a couple of days of like certain people that where I'm at the journey, on that particular wave of energy, have kind of gone very internal. And I really do think that's because we've let go of searching outside of ourselves to find somebody to complete us. We've gone within, and it was quite a not very nice feeling to begin with. You know, it was because we're so not used to it. I think that's why it felt quite low, quite unexciting, because we weren't going for the highs anymore, trying to find it in somebody else and hoping that somebody else is going to fix it and make it magical. So it's kind of a bit of a weird feeling when you first start to really go into yourself, because you don't have anywhere to reach for excitement. You have to find it and build it within. So I think that's why there is a bit of a slump for some of us, because we've finally gone within. So then it's like, oh, this is a whole new feeling. I have to get used to this different feeling. But for those who are still kind of not at that place yet, it's just to be aware of it and to realise about this kind of obsessive energy, to have somebody to fill you up, to need to chase people that are like from day one. You know, where is this coming from? Because this is all kind of love avoidant and love addiction kind of energy. It's all very much like keeping in control and not allowing yourself to be vulnerable, not allowing yourself to just be, not allowing yourself to surrender, and just be real about things and where your energy is coming from and what it's doing. So that's something that I just wanted to share. If anyone is going through that pattern at the moment, just because of people that I'm coaching has been coming up. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to share, just have a look at that little pattern going on.